Well, I've been fishing now for a couple hours and I ain't caught nothing. Nothing, zero, nada. Haven't really started crappie fishing yet. I've just been throwing a crankbait around, a jig, jerk bait. You know, the water's milky green looking, like sewer water almost. But I'm back up here on my crappie dock. I'm gonna see if they're still here. Now, granted, the water temp is 52, we'll say, right now. Last time I was here, it was 40, 41, something like that. So a 10-degree difference. Just curious. I don't even know if I'm a crappie fish or not. Well, we all know that's a lie. I'm just curious to see if they're still here. There's a couple docks in this little gut and I like to go into and look for crappie. You know, I'm just gonna keep plugging away if not and hit some of these riprap banks and, you know, just do my thing. Come on. As you can see, they are gone. Nowhere to be found. And a couple weeks ago, this thing was loaded. Wait a minute, what is that? Okay, but all jokes aside, I did see a little something down there. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure, because the bass fishing right now isn't on fire. Guys on the tournament fished that cat last weekend, absolutely smoked them. But there was another tournament up here on the river that took 13 pounds to win. Just, I'm not getting on them. I don't know. I might have crappie on my mind. So I'm just gonna take one of these gulps. Just drop it down there just in case, because you never know. And I only have like 4 packets of crappie left in my freezer. I really don't care about bass fishing right now if I can catch some sockeye, which is Cajun for crappie. But this dock was loaded, like I said. I've done 2 videos on this dock. And you have to get permission to fish this dock. This is a private dock. You know I'm joking. Put that gulp minnow up on there like so. And let's drop it down and see what happens. More fillets tonight. And I will say, my buddy Brent, Newt, he found my rain gear. No, just bring it on down a little bit. Let's just see what we're cooking with over here. A little windy today. Feels great. It's probably 70 some degrees. I think they're here actually. Dude, look at this freaking, look at this chunk. Whoa. What the world? Look at that. These, we might hit the mother load on some really good freaking crappie. Because the last ones I was catching, this was big. Look at that black stripe on the back of that thing, man. That is wicked. Like somebody took a Sharpie and went down his back. Let's go ahead and put him in the live well. I was in freak out mode there for a bit because I couldn't find my plug to my live well. But let's go back and see if there's more over here. Okay, this is a little one. Of him over there. Sounds like something over there keeps busting. I might have to go bust it. Alright, let's do this. They down there. And it looks like there's some out in front of the dock as well, just chilling. So I'm gonna drop it right on their heads. Here comes one. We got it. Look at this. Here's another one that's got like a black stripe on it. I wonder what that is. You know what that is? You know what that... It's a keeper. I mean, they're all keepers, but this one will fillet. Good little snack. There he is. Just a little bit better. Eating size. I think the bigger, all right, this is my hypothesis. This is my theory. All right, there's some under the dock and then there's some out in front of the dock. Seems like the bigger ones are in front of the dock. I don't know. Put my trolling motor on 3 because I don't want to spook them. I don't think it does, but let me ask you something. Can I ask you a question? Won't hurt your feelings. Have you ever had beer battered crappie? Like IPA beer battered crappie? Right. Let's do that. Let's change colors and I think this one's about done. I might be able to use it. I like sacrificing these gulps as much as I can. Because you never know when they're going to run out. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back in there. Huh? We ain't got time to be tying on new stuff. Yes. Another decent one. Another decent little slabber. You know, every time I pull one of these up, I keep thinking to myself, what am I going to dip him in? He's barely a keeper, but he's got some meat on him. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. Maybe some Chick-fil-A sauce. This gulp's about had it. Look at it. It's been hammered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick to... Here's something in my reel. I'm going to go ahead and stick to these crappie that are on the outside of the dock. They seem to be more active for some reason. Don't know. I'm kind of new to crappie fishing. Another little slabby slab. See, this is a good size. This might be 10 inches. Or maybe, I don't know. This is a good eating size right here. When they get too big, I don't think they eat as well as what I've heard. I don't know. I'm getting ready to get cussed out. This one absolutely hammered it. He's eating size. Oh, really? Oh, yeah? Was they catching them? Yeah, it's fun. And they're so good to eat. Ooh. That's a keeper. That's a good one. You stay still, you. Barely hooked. He did go 20. Little guy, little guy. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is invest in a vacuum sealer. That's another keeper. I don't know what, oh, I see what's going on. It's a slabber. Good eating size. That guy was really nice. I like nice people. Now, if you can see this right here, let's see if I can get the pole back in there. All right, so right there's the pole. Right there's the dock pole. There's the dock pole right there. All right, see, this is in front, okay? These crappie have got behind that pole, and you can see them all wadded up right there. And they're a little finicky, but, you know, the thing is, if you can get a jig up underneath there, I guess that's what they call it, like shooting jigs or something like that. So there's that pole. But you can see they're all stacked up behind that dock pole. So you have to get that jig back in there. Thing is, they're so light, it ends up coming back out to the boat instead of staying up underneath there. So, but you know, time's up, I gotta roll. All right, so quick breakdown of today. Went out to go bass fishing, didn't catch any bass, didn't see any bait, didn't see nothing, nada, zilch, all right? So I went back to my old faithful crappie dock, and here's the cool thing about it. They were kinda there, I caught them, and my buddy, my crappie fishing buddy, Jerry, said that they had disappeared. Well, they came back, 10-degree water temperature difference in 2 weeks ago from today. There was some bigger crappie there than it was last time. I didn't catch my limit, but I caught probably 10, which is enough. I've still got some in the freezer. These crappie were set up on the outside of the dock, and instead of like hanging out on the pole, they were in front of the dock, which was kind of cool. They were a little skittish. There was some more crappie up underneath the dock, but it looks like when I first got there, the bigger ones really started to bite. So there was a guy up on the hill that lives in the house above the dock. I thought it was his dock. Well, he was on the phone with somebody, and I thought he was gonna come down there and cuss me out and tell me to stop catching all that crappie on that dock. But he was really cool, and we sit there and hollered at each other, talking back and forth. Cool thing about it is, this kind of makes me feel good. Cool thing about it is, he said, "You're the third boat that's been here today." I was like, "Oh yeah?" He's like, yeah. He's like, "They said they seen it on YouTube to where some guy was out here catching crappie on the dock and broke it down and showed him how to do it." And I was like, all right. I didn't tell him it was me, but it was me. Unless somebody else has a YouTube video on Smooth Mountain Lake up the Roanoke catching crappie that looks like me and has these eyes. But no, it was me. So we kept talking. He was really cool, and he kept calling me son, which was, you know, it was cool. I love old people and I love nice people. Last time I was fishing, I was using like a drop shot type, like a jig head on the bottom and then a hook up above it, kind of like a drop shot, but using a jig head for the weight. And today I was using that Gulp minnow right there is thrashed. But anyway, I started out using the Gulp black shiner or the black minnow or whatever it's called. And then I switched up colors because it was getting very finicky. And this is the watermelon, whatever color it is. Still using that little Eagle Claw 16th ounce, or it might be a 32nd ounce jig head. Seems like they're getting under the docks even more. So I might try next time, because I am a beginner crappie fisherman. I might try next time to do next time I might try like a heavier jig, you know, to kind of get it up underneath there and just let it fall. Because the only thing about these light jig heads, when you skip it or like flip it, pitch it up underneath the dock, they'll pendulum back because they're so light, right back to the outside where you don't want it. Those crappie was up underneath there, and you know, I think I'm gonna move maybe like a 1/4 ounce jig head maybe, and just kind of skip it up underneath there, which not with this 7/6 rod. But anyway, this is my setup. I've got a Lew's spinning reel. It's the LS15 super light reel. It's called the Lightspeed reel. Got this at Walmart for 19 bucks. Denali, you know, they're my peeps. They sent me this Prime 7/6 crappie rod. This one is not a 2-piece. I have a 10-footer that is a 2-piece, but I haven't got the cojones to use it yet. I think we're gonna have a video coming up with my buddy Jerry, my crappie fishing guy, and he's gonna tight line them is what he says. I think spider rigging, tight lining, I don't know the crappie terms. Not that it's crappie, but you know, crappie fish. A little eagle claw jig head, and you just put them down. And obviously the Garmin Live Scope is a definite player in catching crappie. So another fun day of fishing, and 70 degrees out here today. Felt really good. The water temp's like 51 to 52. Like I said earlier, I did throw a crankbait and, you know, try to catch some largemouth or whatever. Wasn't hitting on much. Didn't see any around docks or anything. I didn't even see any crappie around docks, but I got in my crappie dock. You know, like I said, the cool thing about helping people out, you know, just like Jerry said, some people get mad that you show spots on the lake and catch fish and this and that. You ain't gonna catch all the crappie out of this lake. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen. There is tons. And if I'm the third boat that went there, that came there today, it was still right many crappie, and I still caught like 10. If you're new to crappie fishing or anything like that, I am too. So I don't know all the ropes to it. I know how to kind of get you started. I know that the Garmin Live Scope plays a big role in finding these fish, but you can use side imaging too. You can see them on down imaging or side imaging. They're just like little specks. That's where speck came from. Alter ego for the crappie, speck. And they're just fun to catch, and they're great to eat. And if you have kids, like I'm trying to get my daughters out here to crappie fish and let them catch them. Because, and I'm telling you, I keep messing around with these crappie. You might see me on you might see me on the National Crappie Tour across America. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Elbow smash that subscribe button. Headbutt that subscribe button. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs up. See what I did there? That's reverse psychology. It works 40% of the time. Catch me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Kind of on Twitter. Not really. Not a fan, but kind of still have to do it. And wow, it feels really good out here. Like really good. So, y'all keep them lines tight, boy. And we'll catch you about